Alright, hey, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, as always, I'm going to give all praise to our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four winds of the earth that believe wholeheartedly in the true doctrine that's being pushed primarily by the men of Great Millstone, beginning with the apostles and elders. All right. All Israelites who are in hope of mercy and salvation during the time of Jacob's trouble, as well as when Yahweh Shai returns to the planet Earth. All right, to you I say shalom. As you can see in the title, MOTB, the ultimate test of character. And I was inspired to Lord will, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Ratazah, if it be their will, to do this video and to make it make sense, and that is edifying to the elect. I was inspired by a few videos. A few videos inspired me. It was like one after another, and it just kept putting, the spirit on me. Character, and the MOTB. Okay, which the first video is entitled An Unshakable Character. And this was posted to our camp chat by one of the younger brothers, in the camp, which he, when he came in, he was younger. He was still in high school when he started coming around years ago. He was still in high school, just a young man, looking to cleanse his way, as it is written in the book of Psalms 119. All right, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereof unto thy word. That this brother I'm particularly talking about, and a few other brothers, that actually started to come around when they were actually still in high school. Right, and this is a video that this particular brother, and those brothers are still around. All right, the majority of them, the ones that were, the Most High had called, and they're continuing to endure. They know who they are, through the Spirit. So this particular brother, he posted this video entitled An Unshakable Character, which was a damn good video. And in this video, one of the things the narrator of the video said was the word character goes back to something engraved, and it made me, of course, go look it up. Okay, so indeed I did. I went and looked up the word character. Okay, on the Etymon online. All right, the etymology online dictionary for the word character. Okay, it says mid 14th century, symbol marked or branded on the body, symbol or drawing used in sorcery. This was the mid 15th century, late 15th century, alphabetic letter, graphic symbol standing for a sound or syllable. Okay, which we know, like the characters of a language, okay? From Old French, meaning feature or character, 13th century modern French, from Latin, from Greek, meaning engraved mark, also symbol or imprint on the soul. Okay, and I had never looked up this word character, so it started to, the wheels started turning, so to speak. The gears started turning. And I'm like, wait a minute. So let's read a little more. It says, engraved mark, also symbol or imprint on the soul, properly instrument for making, from kerosene to engrave, from karax, pointed stake. All right? So this word character indeed goes back to the word karax, which is the root word for mark. Okay? It says a word of uncertain etymology, with beats considered most probably pre-Greek. All right? But the point being, it goes back to the word karax. All right? And we're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to that. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will, I can tie this together. And, it brings edification to the body of the elect, the hopeful elect. Okay? So when he said that in that video, I was like, wait a minute, let me look this up. And I looked it up, and lo and behold, those were the definitions. Okay? Those were the definitions. So one of the definition goes back to the Greek karax. Okay? Now when you go back down, I'm still in the Edamon online. When you go down here to it says the meaning of Greek character was extended in Hellenistic times by metaphor to a defining quality, indivisible feature. In English, the meaning sum of qualities that define a person or thing and distinguish it from another. Is from 1640s, that of moral qualities assigned to a person by repute. Now that last sentence, it said sum of qualities that define a person or thing and distinguish it from another. And what's going to be the ultimate quality that's going to distinguish the elect from the rest of the people is that they're not going to receive that mark. They're not going to take the charagma, okay? They're not going to take the charagma because the character has been already instilled in them to hold their integrity towards the Most High and not towards this beast system, all right? To make Esau Edom your God, all right? So, like I said, we're gonna come back to that. Now let's go to, or let me highlight these other videos that inspired me. One of the videos was the beloved priest Barak. He did a video entitled Charagma. Matter of fact, let me pull it up on my, because I don't want to misquote his video. Let me just go to my, oh, that's it. The time is short. Charagma. All right. And the brother was going into his dream that he had. All right. And basically, in his dream, brothers was on the run. Brothers was on the run. And it was real intense, and it came quick. And the Most High showed him a picture of the RFID CHIP technology in his dream, you know. And in his dream, he even said that certain brothers had took the mark. And this isn't the first time a brother of the body had a dream that some brothers did give heed to the mark. All right? And this is why I entitled it MOTB, the ultimate judge of character. Okay? Because this is the ultimate test for us all. This will be that ultimate test, and you want to hope and pray that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua give you the spirit to resist that mark. Okay? And like the beloved priest Barak was saying, the way that you can combat and fight in this fight is through prayer, fasting, studying. All right? And we have a saying out here, out west, amongst each other, which is to pray, fast, study, work out, and get your hustle on. You know? Because truly, indeed, that's all that's here that's left for us in Babylon that's beneficial for us to endure all hardness as good soldiers of Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Because when this thing goes live, when it goes live and we're faced with that decision whether to take the C-hip, it's a goddamn dog in the road, whether to take the C-hip or to resist it, that's going to be the ultimate judge of our character out here. Big ass German Shepherd. Don't run in front of my car, man. Somebody gonna hit your ass, dude. But yeah, this MOTB technology will be the ultimate judge of all of our character. Okay? Excuse me. And you have a bunch of different groups out here, whether they believe it's the C-hip or not, they're not pushing this vibration out there to the Lord's people. All right, this MOTB is going to be the end all be all. Okay, it's going to be the ultimate judge of your character. Okay, you got guys saying that Esau does have this technology, but that's not the MOTB. You got guys saying that the MOTB is sin. I mean, you got guys saying everything. So they're already proving their character. Okay? For one, they don't look up words. Okay? And this is something that we were taught by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua's prophets, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, is to look up our words, because it gives us a broader understanding of what it is we're reading and the word that we're trying to comprehend. Look it up. Go to it in the Edamon, and it'll give you a greater understanding of what's being said, not only in the scriptures, but any book you read, anything you read. Look up words. And Esau knows this about words. This is why he uses these big compounded words that you like, what the hell does that mean? But when you look it up, it makes perfect sense. But he's disguising something simple with a big ass compounded word. All right? So yeah, that was another video that inspired me to tie this together. Lord willing, I'm making it sound, I'm bringing the edification together through the Spirit, Lord will, Another one was a video entitled GMS told y'all what the MOTB is. It was a 3-minute video of you know, this dude Yuval Noah Harari, Bill Gates, or Gil Bates of hell. The US dollar collapse has begun. It's another video, because we all know that collapse and everything that's happening is ultimately for them to implement this system. Okay? This system is getting ready to be implemented, and it's going to be a trial for us all. This is why it's written, let me get that real quick, in the book of Revelation. Okay? The book of Revelation, chapter 13, not 13, I'm sorry. Revelation chapter 3. Revelation chapter 3 verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Okay? And by us keeping the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's patience, all right, us suffering and trying to live as righteous as we can in this wicked ass society, losing things, dealing with health issues, you know, you brothers and sisters know everything that us believers, you know, go through, especially mentally. You know, the mental warring with your own mind, you know, is keeping the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's patience right along with the physical world and the you know, just the physical of being in this flesh, while holding our integrity to the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That is a full-fledged war going on, okay? And because we're engaging in this war, and we're keeping the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's patience, all right? It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And that hour of temptation that's getting ready to come upon us is going to be this season of straight up turmoil, peril, misery, perplexity, all right, distress, all to get you to fold and buckle and take his technology, which is the RFID C-HIP, micro C-HIP, all right, coupled with a couple of cups of Kool-Aid, okay? That's coming with it. So, but ultimately, it's the C-HIP that's going to be the trial and the tempter for us all, okay? They're going to make it, they're going to make it sound so good. All you got to do is take this and you'll be safe, you'll be this, you'll be that. But in all actuality, by us being rooted and keeping our patience in the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, all right, that's what keeps us from giving in to it, okay? The word. That's why the scripture started out, since thou hast kept the word of my patience. The word is what's going to keep us from giving in to this temptation, if you truly believe. All right? Your character is getting ready to be tested by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? Point blank, period. We're the woman of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai getting ready to be tested. Okay? Just like you see these jakes, they'll put their woman to the test by, you know, having some guy rent a car that he knows that she doesn't know, and you know, make a pass at her. And for the most part, a lot of women fail that test. Okay? And that's, you know, just an example. But the Lord he's getting ready to give us a test. But he's given us He's given us a grand, how would they call it in college, so where you can prepare for a study guide. We've been given the grandest study guide, and we've been given the answers. All we have to do is execute what we've been reading, what we've been studying. Okay? That's all we have to do is execute it. Easier said than done. All right? Because this is, like I said, this is going to be a trial of all of our characters. Okay? So going back to Revelation 3, I'm going to start it from the top again and just read it through. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. Okay? Meaning everybody. This system that they're getting ready to bring is going to be worldwide, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay? And you got people that's down with the image already. They think that this technology is we've come so far type spirit, to where we don't even have to use money anymore or cards. We can just simply wave our hand over a scanner and voila, our purchase is made. Our rent can just simply be deducted from our CHIP without having to go get a money order, without having to go online and to your rental portal or your mortgage or whatever the case is. It'll automatically be deducted within this new system because you are a part of it by accepting the CHIP. Okay? Which will tie your allegiance to Satan. Esau, Edom. Okay? So now, with that being said, I want to play a couple of clips from this video, Unshakable Character. Alright? Now, this first couple of minutes is dealing with the character of these false prophets. Okay? The character of all these false prophets that you see out here. This is what this first couple of minutes is reflecting or is speaking about. Okay? These are them that have no integrity. Alright? That have no character. Okay? Because they are bold-faced lying to the people. Bold-faced lying. And if you don't know and you just pulling shit out of your ass, you're just as good as a liar, because why won't you get what it's really saying? Because if you just look up the word and understand what time we're living in, it can't be an embargo. Okay? Because if that's the case, don't you know that the embargo that was put on Iran by America is getting ready to expire? The scriptures don't tell you that the MOTB has an expiration date. Okay? The embargo that was put on the country of Iran by the U.S. is getting ready to expire. So they're gonna be free from the MOTB. They don't make no sense. That's because these false prophets out here are bold-faced lying to the people. Okay? And they're going to have to pay for that. And all of you that follow them, you're going to follow these men right off the ditch, right off the cliff. Okay? Because you have loved liars. Okay? Now I'm going to play this couple of minutes real quick. Get to it real quick. Okay. Again, Lord will, I remember, I'm gonna place this link in the description box of this video, as well as Barack's video and those other videos. If I remember, Lord will, that inspired me to put this, do this video. So here we go.
In ancient Greece, the philosopher Demosthenes went searching for an honest man, and he never found one. Honesty and integrity are rather rare, despite the fact that these are some of the clearest, most easily recognized elements of strong character. In the real world, they're also some of the most difficult to find. It seems it's always been that way. There was a time when telling a lie was very serious business. It was also very serious if you accused someone of lying. For hundreds of years in the past, calling someone a liar was the most common way to provoke a duel. At first with swords, later with pistols. Dishonesty was treated like a personal insult that demanded immediate redress. But there's no such risk today, is there? Some people lie all the time without thinking about it. Most people know when they're being lied to, which they may find irritating, but they just accept it.
Salakia, the recording has stopped for some reason. So I'm going to pick up where I left off with this video. All right, so getting back into it.
They decide to become liars themselves. It's a price they're willing to pay in order to have exactly what they want right now. There are many situations where it's painful to tell the truth. It's more like a boomerang that's going to come around and hit you in the back of the head someday. Let me give you some good advice about avoiding a bankrupt character. Pay your ethical debts. Keep your integrity in the black. Face ugly realities with the truth as soon as they appear. When you feel that temptation to hedge, resist it immediately. Don't treat it casually. Treat it like a grease fire in the kitchen that you've got to put out before it burns your house down or fills the whole place up with so much smoke that you can't see where you're going anymore. Because
that's getting ready to happen to all these groups led by these false prophets. Their houses are about to burn down. Their spiritual houses. They're not going to know what to do when this technology is introduced and forced on everybody. Okay? Because they believed a lie. All right? Now, let me get these scriptures. I have read them. I wasn't even recording. The first one is in the book of John, the 8th chapter, 44th verse, because you do have Israelites who are after Satan, who are of their father the devil. And what makes them of their father the devil is because they were seduced into taking money to lie to the people. So therefore you're the devil. Okay? This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. It says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. Okay? What's the lust of our father? All right? To lie. Or not our father. I'm Salakia. The lust of their father. All right? Which is Cain, Satan. The lust of their father was to just to be a liar, a murderer. And ultimately, that's what these false prophets are. That's what they're doing. They're liars and they're murderers because they know what the MOTB is, but they refuse to teach it to their congregations. This is why Yahushua is speaking to these scribes and Pharisees the way that he's speaking to them, because he knew that they were phony and full of shit. Okay? It says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Okay? There's no truth in these guys. When they're lying to you about the prophecy that's literally gonna be the justification of whether you're destroyed or whether you're saved, and they're blatantly lying to you, okay? That's Satan, okay? That is Satan for sure. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, okay? That is the devil in Israelite form. And you have to look at it that way. You can't look at it no other way, okay? It says, when he speaketh a lie, hang on, let me park real quick. Just made it here to the camp. Okay, it says, all right, it says, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right, and this is what a lot of our people have partook in. They have partook in being liars, just like their father, the devil. All right, which in this time is Esau, Edom. All right, Esau, Edom is the liar of the planet Earth. Okay, the devil. And you got Israelites that have taken on them characteristics. Now let's go to the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and we're going to start at verse 9, all right? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Okay? This is the man that these Israelites have been seduced by to lie to you. Okay? It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And what's the ultimate truth that we speaking of right now, according to this topic, is the MOTB. All right? Because as an Israelite, if you refuse it and hold your integrity and hold fast to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and his truth, this is how you are gonna be saved. All right? This is how the Lord is gonna save you, by you proving that you truly believe, by not accepting this C-hip. Okay? It says, verse 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion. And one of them strong delusions is that these groups, these big Israelite congregational family matter groups, all right, they put on the big Passovers, they got the nice garments, they doing the cadences, they going on family vacations amongst each other, you know, out in the woods, cabin in the woods, like shit is sweet. But yet, what are they doing? That's a strong delusion that you were attracted to, that the Most High put out there. Okay? It says, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusions. Okay? That they should believe a lie. Just because you're a part of this congregation and everything they do is about family, the black community, you know, all this shit that has nothing to do with preparing you for the time that's getting ready to transpire on the earth. Okay? You've been sent that strong delusion that you believe a lie, when it's a bold-faced lie that they're telling you. Yeah, we know Esau has a digital currency and he does have a C-hip, but that's not the mark. Okay? These men have no character. Okay? They already showing that they have no character. Okay? Remember, the word character goes back to the Greek karakos. Okay? Which goes into the Greek word for mark, which is charagma. All right? Which this is going to be the ultimate judge of your character within the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Are you with him or are you against him? Where's your character lie? Okay? It says, verse 12, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay? And that's what's going to happen. Okay? You're going to be damned because you took pleasure in a bold-faced, unrighteous lie that these groups are pushing upon you. All right? So let's go back to this video real quick. And I want to get to the other portion of it.
That's exactly what will happen when your ethical capital runs out. You just won't be able to see where you're going anymore. Any addictive behavior offers a simple, short-term escape from a problem. But that escape becomes more and more complicated as time goes on. Shakespeare had it right all along. What a tangled web we weave when at first we practice to deceive. Lying with an
And that's exactly what this group, the IUIC, all right, they have tangled themselves in the web because they have practiced to deceive. That's why when Nate is being asked these questions in his congregation, one brother was like, he asked the brother, I did a video on it, but he totally lied to the man's face. All right? And told him, I thought you was going to say a chip. You know? Totally lying. Okay? And another video that I had watched was of the beloved priest Ariella in Dallas. He had mentioned that this is going on in these congregations. Now that everything is being brought to the table and being, put in front of you, put on your plate. Now that these people that have been following these strong delusions, they're starting to ask questions. All right? They're starting to ask these questions to these deceivers, and they've been entangled in their own web that they've weaved. And they can't just get out of it. They can't just get out of that. Okay? Because they've practiced to deceive that much. And this is what's happening. That's a dangerous web that they've weaved. Like he just said.
Ulterior motive, lying for personal gain, that kind of lying is definitely something to be avoided. It's not the kind of behavior that defines strong character. Real lying is like theft. It's creating an illusion. Usually the people who are being deceived awaken from the illusions that have been foisted upon them. But even if this never happens, the criminal, and I don't think that's too strong a word, has to buy into the illusion so deeply himself that his own sense of reality is eroded. By trying to loosen other people's grasp of the truth, you end up losing your own. It all comes from...
And that's basically it. Like I said, I'll place this video in the description, but let me go to the beginning of this video to get you the righteous, all right, way you should be, all right, when it comes to the truth, all right? Because you have liars out there, man. Okay, just because they have on these garments and they, they come off like they for the people don't mean that they right. Okay? So we're going to read listen to this first couple of minutes, grab a couple more scriptures, and that'll be it.
I think one of the sharpest distinctions between people is between the small percent who look words up in the dictionary and the overwhelming majority that don't. I find it especially helpful when I discover something about the origins of words in ancient or foreign languages. I looked up the word character in the dictionary. I learned the origin of the word, and then I just sat there for a minute and realized that in this case, the origin of the word just about says it all. So I'm going to tell you where the word character comes from, and I hope it has as big an effect on you as it did on me. Character comes from a Greek word meaning chisel, or the mark left by a chisel. I'm going to repeat that because I think it's very important. Character is derived from the Greek word for chisel. And of course, a chisel is a sharp steel tool used for making a sculpture out of a hard or difficult material like granite or marble. And a chisel is also used for stripping away waste material from an object, stripping away stuff that might get in the way in order to get down to the essential thing, the thing that really matters. And I hope you'll remember that. You've got to chisel your character out of the raw material of yourself, just like a sculptor has to create a statue. The raw material is always there. Everything that happens.
Let me go with one scripture real quick that just came to mind. Because we're being chiseled, all right, to be that gold, as it is written, and he shall try them as gold in the fire. We're being tried, all right, chiseled to be gold, okay? And the ultimate chiseling is going to come, okay, during this hour of temptation that we're all going to be faced with, all right? The implementation of this MOTB, Revelation 3rd chapter, the 10th verse, okay? So let me get this real quick in the book of Malachi. Okay, because we're being refined. Okay. Bear with me a second. Let me get this scripture. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 2. It says, but who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? Okay. Now, going back to Luke 21, it tells you, matter of fact, I got to get it. We'll come back to this. Luke 21. Okay. Because those are questions that were being asked in the book of Malachi, all right? Luke 21:34, and take heed to yourselves, lest any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life. And this is what the MOTB is going to separate you from. The cares and affairs of this life. All right? If you want to have a life in this, on this side, you're going to have to take the MOTB. You're going to have to take that technology. All right? That's what it is. The MOTB is the C-HIP. And if you want to have the amenities of this life, of this system, all right, you're going to have to take it. Okay? It says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life. And so that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare it shall come upon all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. All right. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Okay. So let's go back to Malachi, the 3rd chapter. Okay. Verse 2 again, it says, but who may abide the day of his coming? Okay, we just read. And who shall stand when he appeareth? Luke 21, we just read it, 34 to the end of the chapter. It says, for he is like a refiner's fire and like a fuller's soap. Okay? And he shall sit as a refiner and a purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness. And that's what we're headed to. We're gonna present our bodies that living sacrifice. All right, because we're chiseling away at that old man, and all our integrity is in Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? This is what you want. You don't want no other way. Okay? Back to the video.
Happens to you, good or bad, is an opportunity for building your character. Character doesn't refer to other people. It doesn't refer to having power over other people or getting other people to follow you or gaining favor with other people. Character is something that you have and that you are. Character is all about you. Character is the person you are after you've chiseled and have gotten past all the unnecessary material to what's underneath. Character is what's left after charisma is gone. The essential point is this. I don't think character is something that just happens by itself. A conscious...
Well, that's, I wanted to get that first little 2 minutes and 30 seconds, all right? Now, that last portion you heard him say, matter of fact, let me rewind it just a little bit.
And chiseled and have gotten past all the unnecessary material to what's underneath. Character is...
And that's what we're doing, all right? As we're grinding in this knowledge, in this faith, and we're holding fast, all right, to that which we have till Yahweh Shai comes. This is us chiseling away all the impurities, okay? And the ultimate chisel is by denying the C-hip, all right, to prove our character and integrity to Yahweh through his son, Yahweh Shai, all right, that we believe in them, okay? That's gonna build the ultimate character, because you wholly trusted in Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, okay? That's what's gonna build the character within you, all right? The character that Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai wants to see, all right? That's gonna sit as that refiner's fire and put you through the fire, through all the tribulation. Through the hour of temptation, you'll be kept. But at the end of it, you're going to be brought through the fire, and your character is going to be ultimately the character Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is looking for, all right? Which is to be in his image, not in the image of the beast, okay? Now, let's go to the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, okay? Because like I said, the word character goes back to the word karax. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. The word mark, okay, in the book of Revelation. We know, charagma, a stamp, imprinted mark, the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Messiah, which is the beast system. Okay, you have chose your character and your image to be a part of the beast system. All right, that's where your integrity lies. So what's going to happen to you? Revelation 14, 9 and 10. Okay. That's what's going to happen to those who take heed to this mark that the Lord said not to take. Okay? Again, the word karax from the Greek, which goes back to the word character. So this MOTB that's getting ready to be implemented is going to reveal the character and the integrity that you have within you, all right? Whether you are of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai or whether you're not. Point blank, period. This is the this technology is gonna be the turning point for everything. Okay? Now let me get a couple more scriptures, the book of Job. Okay, get out here to the camp real quick. Job 31, starting at the top. The key point is the 6th verse. All right. It says, I made a covenant with mine eyes. Why then should I think upon a maid? For what portion of the Most High is there from above? And what inheritance of the Almighty from on high? Is not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity? Doth not he see my ways, and count all my steps? If I have walked with vanity, or if my foot have hasted to deceit, let me be weighed in an even balance. And we're all getting ready to be weighed in an even balance. All right? The hour of temptation is going to be that scale. Okay? It says that the Most High may know mine integrity. Because like I said, this C-hip that's getting ready to be implemented is gonna test your character. Okay? That's what this is, man. The ultimate test of your character. And it's coming. And you gotta pray and hope that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai keeps that spirit upon us to say to hell with that goddamn C-hip. Okay? So many scriptures I want to read. Psalms 26 and 11. I'm going to read a few. But as for me, I will walk in mine integrity. Redeem me and be merciful unto me. Okay? Proverbs 11 and 3, it says, the integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Okay? Because our integrity to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to guide us to not take that C-hip. All right? Let's see. Psalms 26 and 1. Judge me, O Lord, for I have walked in mine integrity. I have trusted also in the Lord, therefore I shall not slide. And that's what it is, man. Long as we trusting in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai,